Let me switch with you. Let me get my man. It's I'll play some more shots. Man, come on. Kłamiasz! Man. Let's kick it off right, man. Give me that book, man. 2 Chronicles, right? Chapter 15 and verse number 3. All right, give me that book, Nehemiah, right? Chapter 11 and start at verse number 1. Right, give me that book, right? I want Psalm, right? Chapter 85, right? And verse number 6. Right, bring that up.
Book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 15, verse 3.
Right?
Now for a long season.
What the Lord say?
Now for a long season.
No, just 2 minutes.
Now for a long
Not
season.
just yesterday.
Now for a long season.
Hey, man, the Lord said now for a long season. Read on.
Israel have been without the true
The
God.
Lord said
Israel has been without the true God.
So we had the knowledge.
Israel has been without the true God.
Hey, Israel had been without the true God, man. Hey, for a long season, man. Right, a long season, man, of serving of Christianity, man. Hey, a long season of serving idols, man. Right, a long season, man. Right, again, beat down, raped, robbed, and murdered, man.
Right.
Not knowing who we are, man.
Right.
Not knowing what's going on, man. Hey, cleaving to all type of doctrines, right, and madness and wickedness, man.
Check it out.
So the Lord said, hey, for a long season, man. Hey, Israel had been without the true God, you know.
And without a teaching priest.
And without a what?
And without a teaching priest.
And without a teaching priest, man. Right, hold that, man, and go to the book, right, of Malachi, man. Right, chapter 2, and start at verse 11, right, and hold what you got, man. Right, roll fast, man. Right, go to the book, right, of Matthew, right, chapter 8 and verse number 5. Right, 11. Come on, bring that up.
Book of Malachi, chapter 2, verse 11.
Give me 1 Chronicles 25 and 7 instead. Bring that up.
Judah have dealt treacherously.
The Lord said,
Judah have dealt treacherously.
Right, read on.
And an abomination is committed.
Right, right. It said, and a abomination is committed, man. Or because our forefathers are treacherously, man. Right, but getting down with lies, man, and getting down with nasty crab fest and feast, man. Right, and walking all ways contrary to the law, such commands of the Most High God Yahweh. Right, read on.
Salakia. Committed in Israel and in Jerusalem, for Judah hath profaned the holiness of the Lord which he loved, and hath married the daughter of a strange God.
Right, and have what?
Married the daughter of a strange God.
What is Caesar?
Married the daughter of a strange God.
What is America?
Married the daughter of a strange God.
And our people have married the daughter of a strange God.
Right,
man.
that's right.
And all our people want to do is walk up and down, man, and be just like the so-called white man.
That's right.
Right, hey, brother. Right, brother. With the black hat. Hey, you got 2 minutes for the Lord. 2 minutes. Right, and see that, man, our people are married to a strange God, man. Shaving their beards, man, and looking like boys, man. Right, walking in the ways and dressing like the so-called white man.
Right. Right.
And getting down with the ways and customs of Babylon, man. Where our people are married to a strange God, man. Well, why? Because our people have forgot the Lord, man. And because we have been without the Most High for a long season, man. All right, read on.
The Lord will cut off the man that doeth this.
Right?
The master.
Right, brother. Right, brothers. 2 minutes, brother. Right, 2 minutes. Real
Come
fast.
on, brothers.
Right, real fast. What's your race? Real fast. What's your race? What's your race?
He said you're not going to teach him something he doesn't already know.
Well, guess what? All power men, but with nasty damn Kango hats, man, are going to get destroyed.
That's right.
That's right. Do not repent, man. Right? Just walking up being damn proud, man. With your beard shaving, man.
Right.
Walking in the land of your captivity, man. Not knowing what's going on, man. Right, hey, sister. Right, you got 2 minutes. Real fast.
So I got children I got to get.
I praise. Hey, who sister? Take a flight. Real fast. Take a flight. Let's take a flight. Are you an Israelite? You got to repent and keep the commandments. Right. Right, plain, man. Man, our people are married to strange gods.
Right.
Where our people don't have 2 seconds, man, for the Most High God, man, that woke them up, man. That gave them life. That gave them ability to walk to and fro. Man.
Right.
Right, hey, brother. Right, brother. 2 minutes, brother. Real fast.
2
One
minutes.
question for you, brother. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Real fast. Right, real fast. What's your race? What is that, brother? What the hell is this? You said what? And they're walking away, man. Man, our people are proud, man, and stubborn, man, and bullheaded, man. Right? And walk up and down, man. We
The Lord will cut off the man that doeth this.
right?
The master and the
The
scholar.
Lord said,
The master and the scholar.
No. We still have scholars and leaders and teachers in these last days.
The master and the scholar.
No, nobody can teach me a damn thing.
The master and the scholar.
Right, the masters and the scholars.
right.
Hey, 2 minutes. 2 minutos. Papa Shot. 2 minutos.
Mira.
Are you on this side? Right? Right? 2 minutos. 2 minutos. Are you on this side? Right? Right? Nosotros nos Israelitamos, man. Right? Y'all the Israelites, man. God chosen people. Right? Right? Give them a flag. Right? Right? Hey, for fire, man. Through the spirit, man. Right? Hey, the brother, man, is itching, man. Right? Because through the spirit, man, and even right, our youth, man, are starting to come back, man, and get the wisdom back into the inward parts, man. Right? And the Lord told you, man. Right? In the book of Psalms, the 8th chapter, man. That out of the mouth of babes, man, shall shoot forth knowledge.
Right, that's right.
Right? Let me get that real fast, man. Psalm, right, 8 and 5, and we're going to go back to that Psalm 82. Right, and then we're going to go back to that Malachi.
Psalm, book of Psalm, chapter 8 and verse 2.
Right?
Out of the mouth of babes. The Lord said, out of the mouth of babes.
No, old men.
Out of the mouth of babes.
Hey, man, the Lord said, out of the mouth of babes shall what?
And sucklings hast thou ordained strength.
Has what?
Hast thou ordained strength.
Right, and out of the mouth of babes and sucklings, man, has thou ordained strength, man. Right? Hey, literally, man. And you seeing it, man. And you seeing all the young men are being raised up, man, and coming on when Howard and Bible and teaching, man. Right? You don't see a lot of the 60-year-old men, right? 70, right? 80, right? Coming out, man, and teaching, man, and waking our people up and bringing them back into their God-given nationality and heritage, man. Right? And you see the young men, man. Right? And we even have a young kings, man, in the truth, man, getting built up, man, and who can speak the Hebrew, man, better than brothers, man, who's been in the truth for years, man. You got young brothers that's doing cold cuts, man, at 5 years old, man, 4 years old, doing 30-minute breakdowns in videos, man. Right, so the Lord said, out of the mouth of babes and sucklings, read on.
Out of the mouth of babes and sucklings, hast thou ordained strength, because of thine enemies.
Right, because of what?
Because of thine enemies.
Right, and because of our enemies, man, who walk up to and fro, man, proud, man, and who reign over us in wickedness, man.
That's right.
Because the Lord, He's not going to let the so-called white man, his reign to just last forever, man. Right. And the Lord, right, He's not going to have our people, man, in a bashful, low estate, man, forever, man. Right. So now the Lord, He's raising up the babes, man. He's raising up the young men in these last days, man. And to be those teaching priests, man. And to be those scholars, and those masters, man. Right. And to the fathers, man, in these last days, man. Right. Come, so finish that in Malachi 2 and 12.
Book of Malachi, chapter 2 and verse 12.
Right. Hey, fam. Right, fam. 2 minutes. Right. 2 minutes. Go fast. What's your race by chance? Who are you?
African.
African? Yes. From where? Sudan. Sudan? Yeah. All right, well, you ain't going to make it. The Sudanese man is not going to make it.
That's right.
Right, the so-called nasty, really Miss Ryan, man. Right, the nasty Egyptians who migrated into the Sudan, man, is not going to make it, man. I'll be cut off and destroyed in these last days.
That's right.
Planted upon tables, man. Right, we are only out here, man, to seal the hope for life, man.
That's right.
That's it. That's all. Planted upon tables.
That's right.
Right, read on.
That's right. Book of Malachi, chapter 2 and verse 12.
Right.
Yo, the Lord will cut off the man that doeth this.
Right.
The master and the scholar.
What?
The master and the scholar.
Right, read on.
Out of the tabernacles of Jacob, and him that offereth an offering unto the Lord of hosts.
Right, come on, man. And right now, man, our master and scholars are cut off, man.
That's right.
Bring that on in 1 Chronicles 25 and 7.
1 Chronicles chapter 25 and verse 7. So the number of them with their brethren that were instructed in the songs of the Lord, even all that were cunning, was 280.
Right.
And they cast lots, ward against ward.
Right. Ward against ward, you know?
As well the small as the great.
Right, the small and the great, we don't.
The teacher as the scholar.
The what?
The teacher as the scholar.
Hey, the teacher, man, as the scholar, man, planted upon tables, man. Right? Where are our men, man, who's gonna step up, man, and be teachers and scholars again in these last days, man? Right? Right, hey, brother. Right, brother, with the hoodie. Right, brother.
Brother.
We got a umbrella for you, man.
You the only one walking past.
Right, and see that, man? Hey, a Lord willing, and you an Israelite, and you gotta repent and keep the commandments in these last days, man. Right, come, man. Hey, it's a shame, man. Right, but Lord willing, man. Hey, we gonna keep throwing out that hook, man, and keep throwing out that bait, man, and get more fish, man. Right, to seal the hope for life, man. Because it's about running that race in these last days, man. Right, what you over? Come, give me the book. Right, First Corinthians, right, 9, and start at verse 24. Right, bring that up. What you over? You got me and mine. Come, 11 and 1.
Nehemiah chapter 11 and verse 1.
Right?
And the rulers of the people dwelt at Jerusalem. The rest of the people also cast lots to bring one of 10 to dwell in Jerusalem.
To do what?
To dwell in Jerusalem.
Right, it said to bring one of 10 to dwell in Jerusalem, man. Because many of our people, right, they want to live comfortable, right, the delicious, right, and live sumptuously, man, right, and live in the cares and affairs, man, of these sort of so-called white man,
right,
and live in peace, right, and mirth, man, and enjoy and fun and majesty, man, right. A lot of our people, man, right, hey, they don't want to get down and dirty, man, do the work, man, right. They come back, right, build up the temple, man, right, hold that in the book of Ezra, man, right, chapter 1, right, and start at verse, right, number 5. Right, and real fast, right, give me the book, right, of Nehemiah, right, 4 and 15, right, bring that up. Come.
Book of Ezra 1 and 5.
Come.
Bring it out.
Book of Ezra chapter 1. So I can deal with it.
Right.
1 and verse 5.
No.
Then rose up the chief of the fathers of Judah.
The Lord said,
Then rose up the chief of the fathers of Judah.
Right, hey, then rose up the chief of the fathers of Judah, man. Right, our forefathers, man. Right, of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, man. Right, men who sincerely had a mind to work, man. And a mind to labor, man, and to build up the temple these last days, man. Right, then rose up, right, the chief of Judah, you know?
And Benjamin,
right,
and the priests,
right,
and the Levites,
right,
with all them whose spirit Yahweh had raised to go up to build the house of the Lord, which is in Jerusalem.
Right, and it said, hey, whose spirit the Most High had raised up, man. Right, so your spirit has to get built up, man. Right, to come out and do the work, man. Right, you just not going to come out, man, right, and labor, man, and think you're going to know what's going on, man. Right, you got to have a mind to work, man, right, to build, right, to labor, man, and also, right, the spirit of the Lord has to be upon you, man, right, to do the mighty works thereof, man. Right, we don't?
And all that, Salakia, all they that were about them strengthened their hands with vessels of silver, with gold, with goods, and with beasts, and with precious things.
Right, it said, hey, well, vessels of gold, right, and silver, right, and beasts and precious things, man. How much more now on the highways and byways, man, right, and going up and gathering all of the Lord's silver, man, and gold, man, right, and treasures, man, right? Are we not the precious jewels and treasures of the Most High, man? Right? So it's our duty, man, to continue to build up that spiritual temple in these last days, man. Right? And to go gather, right, the gold and silver that's lost in the spirits, man. Right? Give me that, right, in Luke, right, chapter 15, right, starting at verse 8. Right, read on.
Nehemiah chapter 4 and verse 15.
Right.
And it came to pass, when our enemies heard that it was known unto us,
right,
and God had brought their counsel to naught,
right,
that we returned all of us to the wall,
right,
every one unto his work.
Right, read on.
And it came to pass from that time forth that the half of my servants wrought in the work, and the other half of them held both the spears and shields.
Held the what?
Held both the spears and shields.
No, they were just niggas out there.
Held both the spears and shields.
Hey, said that. Hey, what? Hey, the men right doing during the time of Nehemiah, man, they did what? They wrote with their hands, man. Right. They were physically building the labor, right? The brick, right to the straw, man. Right. So like the rocks, right, to build up, right, to the temple of the Lord, man. Right, and those man who are girded, man, right with swords, right with bows, right, and hammers, man. Right, how much more, man? Making sure, man, you also having right your spiritual weapons, man. Right, a day in and day out, man. Right, on not only on the highways and byways, man, but throughout every day life, man. Right, because you may have right that arsenal on you, man. Right, and you may have that precept, right, that dagger to edify a brother, man. Right, or to wake up a sister, man. On the highways and byways, you never know, man. Right, hey brother. Hey, 2 minutes, brother. All right, you an Israelite, gotta repent and keep the commandments in these last days, man.
Right.
Come on, read on.
And the bows,
Right,
and the habergeons,
right,
and the rulers were behind.
Right, it said they had the bows, man. Hey, and the damn habergeons, man. Hey, the damn stick with the damn boy and spikes on them, man. Right. Hey, brother. Right, brother. 2 minutes, brother. Right, 2 minutes, brother. Real fast, brother. Brother, what's your race, brother? See, man, our people are damn proud. Just damn niggas, you know. Just proud as hell. For no reason, man. You don't want to deal with it. It's your own brother, man. Just proud. See, man, and that's exactly what, man. Right there, our people are going to get destroyed in these last days. Right, because they don't have a mind to work, right, or to sincerely hold down their listen, right, and to receive the edification of life. Right, we don't.
And the rulers were behind all the house of Judah.
Right, jump down to verse 21.
Verse 21.
Right.
Verse 21. So we labored in the work, and half of them held the spears,
right,
from the rising of the morning,
right,
till the stars appeared.
Till the what?
Till the stars appeared.
Right, and guess what, man? You gotta like labor, man. A day in and day out, man. Right. It said from the early rising of the morning until the stars appear, man. Right. That's chiefly like roughly about so-called 16 to 18 hours of hardcore labor, man. Right. How many man people are actually labor, man? And it's true, man. Yeah, you know, you got some people, you know, they might watch a video or two, man. Right, you know, you might go to work all day for Esau, man. Right, but are you going to work and stay up all day for the Lord, man? Right, are you going to actually, man, get up that extra hour, man, the extra 2 hours, man, right, to study, right, or to take notes, man, or to go over breakdowns, man, to get built up, man, right, to ask for counsel, right, to help, right, to even counsel brothers, man, right, to even build brothers up in these last days, man. Right. Are you going to make sure you put forth that effort, man, to work with your hands, man, day and night for the Lord, man? Right, come. Go back to Nehemiah 11. Right? And start at verse 2.
Nehemiah chapter 11 and verse 2. And the people blessed all the men, right, that willingly offered themselves.
That what?
That willingly offered themselves.
They were forced.
That willingly offered themselves.
No, you gotta tie a brother up, man, and string him along, man.
That willingly offered themselves.
Right, hey, the men that willingly offer themselves, man. Right? Not men, man, that's coming out half-stepping, man. Right? Or that treats the truth as if it's a so-called job, man. Or a damn chore, man. Right. Or you have to willingly offer yourself, man. Right. All those men are going to get sifted out in these last days, man. Right. Or men who just want to seek the preeminence, man. Right, who just want to be involved for so-called vainglory, man. Right, and who only in this truth, man, for strife, right, debate, man. Right, to be seen of men for women, man, and for all things contrary to it, it's a sincere spirit, man, of willingly want to seal the hope for elect, man. Right, and bring our people back to their nationality, man. Right, we don't
willingly offered themselves to dwell at Jerusalem. Now these are the chief of the province that dwell in Jerusalem. Right,
and now it's going to get into the chief men, right, who willingly went out to go to the holy temple, right? Give me the book, write a song, right? 85, right, and verse 6, man. Right, so you have to willingly offer yourself, man. Hey, study, man. Be built up, man. Making sure, man, you be looking up with like-minded brothers, man. Right, that's going to help you get built up, man. Right, that's right. Going to be able to help you go into the maps, right? The geography, right? The Hebrew, right? The Greek, right? The Latin, man. Right, to help you be built up, man, and to that teacher and scholar, man. Right, read on.
Psalms chapter 85 and verse 6.
Right now.
Wilt thou not receive us again, that thy people may rejoice in thee?
Right.
Show us thy mercy, O Lord.
The Lord said,
Show us thy mercy, O Lord.
Right.
And grant us thy salvation. I will hear what God the Lord will speak, for he will speak peace unto his people.
Right, come on, man. Right, and read that again from the top, Bible yourself.
Wilt thou not receive us again, that thy people may rejoice in thee?
Right.
Show us thy mercy, O Lord.
Right.
And grant us thy salvation.
Right, and it said, grant us a thou salvation, man. Right, because right, literally, man, right, the salvation, right, the kingdom, right, being safe from our enemies, man, right, and not seeing right the heathen to reign over us anymore, man, right, to live in peace, man, right, no more concrete, right, dirt, right, damn asphalt, man, right, and damn bricks, man, and blood, man, right, a city of gold, man, right, sand, palm trees, man, right, a lilies, man, right, a springs, man, fountains, man, right, a beauty, right, and mirth, man, instead of a death, man, right, and instead of seeing, right, your brother fight each other, man, all the time, man, right, and instead of seeing brothers, right, and sisters killing each other, man. Right, it was literally, man, right, a so-called video on so-called Twitter, man, right, talking about a so-called toxic vibes, man, right, a so-called Jake and Eve went on vacation, freaking off, right, and then at the end, right, they get into a full-on brawl, man, right, these are the damn cursed conditions that we live in these last days, man.
Teach up,
right. Right, I'm tired of seeing my people getting gunned down, right, shot down, man, right, oppressed, man, right, again, damn fired and let go for no damn reason, man, damn unjust balance and dealings, man, right, and we need the salvation of the Lord, man, and guess what, we waiting on it, man, right, we don't, right, come, bring that.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 15.
What was that, verse 9? Right. So look, hey, brother, right? Hey, brother, if you're not going to deal with us, brother.
Quick question, because they stopped me, right? You in charge? Who in charge?
What's going on, brother? What's your question?
Who in charge?
What's your question?
Who in charge?
What's your question? What's your question?
Why you can't say who in charge?
What's your question?
Who the leader?
The Lord is the leader, brother.
Right.
No, what's your question?
But who the leader right here, though?
What's your question, brother?
There's no leader right here?
What's your question, brother?
So, you know, you got like a pastor and you got imam. What y'all got?
We're the Israelites, brother.
So, one. There's one person, right? All right,
give me the book.
So,
first
you should do better teaching to him, right? Because he just said Israelites can't be white. What color is you?
Hold on, brother. My brother is not white. Hold on, brother. What color is this?
Man, that's Jesus one.
No, brother. What color is the board? What color is the board? What color is the board? What color is the board?
Man, brother.
What color is the board?
That don't.
What color is the board? Right.
What is he?
Hold on.
What is he considered?
First of all, this brother, he will actually be an Israelite
And
from the tribe of Asher.
That's right.
An Israelite from the tribe of Asher.
Right. That's right.
Since you clearly don't know colors, this is white. This brother's skin is clearly not white.
Right. So, what color skin is?
So that's a cut. That's number one. That's number one.
Caucasian. My base Caucasian.
Two, color has nothing to do with your nationality. Color has nothing to do with your nationality.
So what's an Israelite?
The so-called black,
so what's an
Hispanic,
Israelite?
and Native Americans, man.
Right?
God's chosen people. Right? The so-called
Black, Native,
Hispanics, and Native Americans. So-called.
I pray all y'all the best, man, and hope y'all find y'all.
Hold on, brother. What is black?
And you can't Islam.
Hold on, brother. What is black?
You're right.
Wow.
You're right.
No, brother, I got it, bro.
Right. You know why,
brother? What is black?
If I break
brother,
that,
what
don't walk
country is
away.
Brother, what country is black? Brother, what country is black?
Don't walk away.
He don't want to deal with it, bro.
At all.
Because
how many of y'all right here? How many of y'all right here know King James?
Right.
You don't even know what's going on.
Right.
Who is King James? Where was he
y'all
from?
know that?
Where was King James from?
How many of y'all
Where
know
was King
that?
James from?
You from Africa?
Where was King James
You
from?
Africa?
Where was King James
what
from?
do you speak out of your tongue?
Where was
English?
King James
Do you
from?
speak English?
Where
Do
was
you speak
King James
English?
from?
Do you speak English?
Am I not
Do you
speaking English
speak
right
English?
now?
Oh, okay.
Why you
Right.
being a fool?
All right,
Where
you
was
speak
King
English?
James from?
You speak
Right.
English, right?
Where was King
You
James
speak
from?
English, right? You speak English.
This man has no idea what's
Listen,
going on.
At all.
King James, the sixth, was Scottish. He was the king over Scotland.
Right.
He was the king over England.
Right.
Brother, you have no
He was a king that
understanding
was
of
Right.
leadership.
That's
Prove
a
it.
man.
Prove
How
it.
can you worship a man?
Prove it.
Prove
Prove
it.
all
You
things.
just said I'm
Prove
wrong.
I don't worship a
All
man.
y'all getting loud because
Give me
y'all
the
wrong
book.
like shit.
Hold on. Give me the book. Deuteronomy 17
How
and
old are
14.
you?
We can't worship a king? Can we not worship
How old
a
are
king?
you?
Can
You
we not
don't know
worship
no
a
better,
king?
man.
Can we not worship a king?
No, you can't.
All right, come on, bring that up.
How can you worship a king?
Deuteronomy.
How can you worship
17
another man?
and verse 14.
That's like me
Deuteronomy
bowing down to one
chapter
of y'all.
17 and verse 14.
Bring it up.
When thou art come unto
Hey.
the land which the Lord thy God,
Which what?
which the Lord thy
Which
God
the Lord thy God, read on.
giveth thee, and shall possess it, and shall dwell therein,
Right.
and shall
Give me
say,
15.
I will set a king
What the Lord say?
and will say, I will set a king.
No. There's no king.
I will set a king
Bible
Hold
is
on now.
that?
The Most High God
What
said that
Bible is
I
that?
will set a king. Read on.
What
over
Bible is
me.
that?
Over what?
Over me.
No, over who?
Over me.
Yeah, over me. Read on.
like as all
What
the
Bible is
nations,
that?
Like as what?
like as all the nations.
First of all, brother, all the nations
What
has
Bible is
kings.
that?
Every nation
What Bible is it though?
has a leader,
Why
man.
can you
Plain
talk but
upon
can't
text.
answer the question though?
that are about
Why
me.
you can't answer the question?
Thou shalt in any wise set him
What
king
Bible is
over
that?
thee.
Thou shalt what?
Thou shalt in any wise set him king
What
over thee.
Bible is that?
Hey, the Lord said, "Thou shalt in any wise
You know what Bible
set
you
him
read?
king over thee, man."
What Bible
right,
is
plain
it?
upon tables, man.
So, why you can't answer the
Lord,
question?
establishes king.
Now you want to answer the damn question.
I just
No,
ask
nigga,
your question.
listen. We can't listen to somebody that won't answer the question.
You're not listening.
Answer the
You're
question.
a fool, brother.
I'm
no,
a fool.
and what's
Yo, you know what's funny?
Right.
If I'm a fool,
what
if
did the
I'm a
Lord just
fool,
say?
you're
What
an
did
even
the-
bigger fool
what did the
for
Lord just
for
say?
calling your
What
own
did the
native
Lord
brother
just say?
a fool. Don't you
Oh,
know?
okay,
Don't
what's
you
your
know?
nation?
Don't
What's
you
your
know?
nation?
Don't you
What's
know?
your nation?
Don't you know?
What's your
You
nation?
never laugh.
What's your
You
nation?
never laugh
What is
with
your
a man
nation?
and-
You said I'm your
Listen,
native
let
brother.
me
What's
teach
your
you something.
nation?
Let me teach you
What's your
something.
nation?
Get out of religion.
What
and out
is
of
your
way of life
nation?
for a second.
What
Be
is
quiet.
your
Listen.
nation?
I listen to you. Now
What
you
is your
listen.
nation?
Listen.
This
Don't
man's
you
a
know
fool,
to? Don't you
man.
know to?
Right.
listen?
I have no.
Why don't you listen?
Right.
Don't you want to listen?
There's no idea
Look,
what's going on.
Right.
Right,
Listen.
coming up proud,
You gotta
man.
stick and you listen. You won't
and down
listen.
Trump,
Proud.
man.
You
Out
don't know
of
where I
order,
come
man.
from, boy.
Right? Exactly.
You don't know where I come from. I come from Cherry Hill, South Baltimore, the slums. You don't know nothing about me.
How'd you get here? How'd you get
You
here?
don't know nothing about me.
I don't give a damn about
You
nobody
talking
trying
about-
here.
you talking about
Nobody
food.
from Baltimore.
Yeah.
Right? And no man.
You
is
don't
talking
give a fuck about nobody from
that
Baltimore,
keeping
but you
no
in
laws
Baltimore
and
trying to
commandments.
speak.
Right.
You don't care about Baltimore, but you in Baltimore trying to speak.
I care.
Oh,
About the
that's what I
Israelites, man.
thought.
About the 12
That's what I
tribes
thought.
scattered abroad.
Look,
man.
if you stand right here and you be a part of this, you just as much as a fool as the leader that's leading y'all.
Brother, can I ask you one
He
question?
just said he don't care about nobody in Baltimore, but you in Baltimore
Hey, brother,
trying
can I ask
to.
you one question?
No, why he ain't answering
Here's
no
the
question because he won't answer my
All right,
question.
what'd you ask?
Ask him what book he just read from.
All right, go ahead.
King
go
James Version.
Okay, what book is that?
The Holy Bible.
What book is that?
The King James Version. Holy
Right.
Bible.
How many other Bibles is it?
What
How
is that?
many other
What
Bibles
is
is
that?
it? What
Nothing to
makes
do
you
with
for
anything.
sure that King James knew it? How you
Brother,
know that?
give
Tell
me
me.
Let him answer.
Tell me.
Brother, brother,
Bring it up.
hold on, King.
Tell me. Tell me how
Hold
I
on,
can't.
brother.
No.
This is
You're
King
being proud.
James.
No, I don't want to hear about that right there. No,
Why you
that's
being
another
proud?
King James.
Listen, Why you being
That's
proud?
another King
Listen,
James.
hold on.
Tell me how you know that.
Hold on.
You
This-
can't tell me how you know
hold
it.
on.
bro.
You're not listening.
If you
This
can't
is
tell me
not-
how
it
you
can't
know
not-
it, you can't
this is not-
say
it
you
can't
can't say
say
I'm a
book.
fool when you
This
can't tell
is
me how you even know that book is how you
It's a
know that book
of
true.
history. and
What history?
scholarship of
What
Dr.
history?
Lee Cummings.
What history?
Dr.
What
Lee
history you a part of?
Men.
You wasn't in slavery, boy.
Men who
You was
studied-
enslaved?
Men who
Was you
studied
enslaved?
the history
Was you
and-
enslaved?
and archaeology
You wasn't never
of these
enslaved.
kings
You wasn't back
and
in
their
time.
records.
You wasn't back
Are
in
you in
time,
slavery?
brother.
Are
No.
you in slavery?
No. And
So-
neither was you.
Wow.
So how do you know?
Neither was you.
that
I
your
wasn't
people
enslaved and you
were
wasn't
brought
enslaved, so how you know? Because somebody
Give me the
taught you
book.
that, right?
Give me the book,
Because somebody taught you that, right?
Chapter 30 and verse
Somebody
8.
pulled you up the same way you
Give me
pulling
the
the
book.
old people,
A
right?
and A. I'm answering.
I'm asking you a
Hey,
question.
brother.
I'm
You
gonna
you
ask
know
you
about
what
this
the
because somebody pulled you
I'm
up
gonna
about it,
ask
right?
you with the Bible.
Listen.
I'm going to ask you with the
I
Bible.
would never listen to King James, brother.
Brother,
Can I
this
say
is
one
not
thing
King
about
James.
That's a King James Bible.
I'm gonna say one thing.
What about the Old Testament?
Brother,
what about
brother.
the New Testament? What
Brother.
about the New Founding
Let me
Testament?
say one thing,
What about
brother.
all them books?
Brother, let me say one thing.
Yeah, no idea.
Come
Brother.
on. You go ahead and say what you're going to say. I'm going to walk off,
Listen.
man.
All right, hold on. Can we start this conversation over fresh as men and talk and build?
He just caught me in fool.
Brother,
the conversation
disregard all that, brother. Brother,
I apologize.
we apologize to you.
Listen, for you
I
to be so much
apologize.
in your foundation
Listen,
as a
I
brother, you
apologize.
weren't even supposed to let something slip from your native tongue of that nature. So, brother, say
First of all,
what you gonna
English
say,
is not my
brother?
native tongue.
Brother.
But I apologize.
I just try to speak to you in your native tongue, and you couldn't
That's
even.
not
You
my
wouldn't even go
native
and speak.
tongue.
What
English
is
is
it?
not my native tongue.
Yeah, it is your
Fucking
native
right.
tongue. That is your native
What
tongue
is
because you
that?
black.
What is
Which
that?
you black.
I'm not
What is
black.
that?
I'm
What I
Israelite.
just spoke.
What country is
What I
black?
just speak.
What country
What
is
did
black?
I just speak?
Arabic.
What,
What
no, that
country is
ain't
black?
Arabic. That ain't Arabic.
What country is
Arabic is
black?
a Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. That's Arabic.
What
What did I
country is
speak
black?
before that?
What country
What
is
did I
black?
speak before that?
What country
Hebrew.
is black?
Hebrew is your native tongue.
It's
Learn
actually
something
Yiddish.
before you try. What?
Yeah, that's
It's actually
Yiddish.
Yiddish.
That's Yiddish.
What country is black?
It's still what?
Yiddish.
What is it though?
What country is
What
black?
is it though?
What country
You
is
said
black?
it's Yiddish, but what is it?
It's
Hebrew.
It's a bastardized
Come on,
language
bro. It's
of
what
Hebrew,
Hebrew.
Assyrian,
Exactly.
and German.
So why you
And
don't know it?
German. It's
Why you
right,
don't know
right,
it?
right. Because I don't
Why
speak
you don't know
Yiddish,
it?
I speak Hebrew.
Right.
Why you don't know it? You
Because-
just say you speak Hebrew. I just spoke-
Because I'm not a fake Jew.
Right.
I don't deal with
Right.
the Assyrian script.
Right.
You don't
Right.
like Jews?
Right.
Give me the
So
book.
you got something against Jews?
We are the Jews. That's the point. We are the Jews. We're
Right.
not black. There's no country called black.
Right.
There's no land called black.
Right.
There's no so-called and real black history. man. Israelites.
So what
man.
is
That's
it?
right. Brother,
What is an Israelite, boy?
give me the book of Deuteronomy.
You keep saying we
Chapter
Israelite.
32
I'm not
and
no
verse
damn
28.
Israelite.
But you're black. What country is black?
I'm not an Israelite. I'm
But
an
you said you're
African
black.
American, brother.
Brother, how, brother,
Yo, you
African
ain't.
American.
You been to Africa?
Brother, listen, brother.
You been to Africa?
Brother,
No.
listen,
You been to
brother.
Africa? No.
Brother,
You
listen.
been to
brother.
Africa?
When-
No.
When
You
was
been to
African
Africa?
American
No. You
invented?
been to Africa? No.
When
You
was
been to
African
Africa?
American
No.
invented?
Nobody right here been to
When
Africa.
was the word African American invented?
Huh?
When was the word
How?
African American
Listen.
invented?
How
When
can
was
you
the
say
word African
you
American
something that
invented?
you never been to?
When was the
I'm
word
asking you.
African American invented?
I don't know.
Exactly.
1985.
How you? How?
1985.
How
So
was
how
you
can
not
you be,
American?
How can you be an African
How
American?
you not American? You was born here. Why you-
Because I don't come
Where you was
from
born?
a so-called white man.
Where was you
That's
born?
right.
You don't come from a so-called white man.
Right, bring that up.
You say you don't come from a so-called. Hold on, time out. Before, I'm gonna listen to that. I'm gonna listen.
Book
You
of
just-
Book of
listen,
Deuteronomy,
before you say what
chapter
you say,
32,
hold up.
right?
Hold
And
up.
verse 8.
Hold up, hold
Read
up.
out. When the Most High divided the nation. What do I say? When the Most High divided the nation. When the Most High divided the nation. Their inheritance. When he separated.
When he did what?
When he separated. When he separated.
Hold on now. So from the foundation of Most High God, he separated nations. We don't.
The sons of Adam.
The what?
The sons of Adam. He set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
We don't.
For the Lord's portion is the people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance.
We don't.
He found him in a desert land and in the waste, howling wilderness. He led him about.
Right, let's look. Give me a verse 6. Give me a Job 8 and 8. Whoever got it. Give me Job 8 and 8. Bring it out.
Job.
Yo, you ain't got no sense. Give me Job 8 and 8.
Job 8, chapter verse 8, verse 8.
Bring it out.
For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age.
The Lord said,
For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age.
No, just be a damn fool.
For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age.
Exactly. Right, so that is exactly how we know who we are and where we came from. Because we inquire of the former age. We don't just go with a whole bunch of different doctrines, right, and foolishness, man, right, and call ourselves black in 1 second, and in 2 minutes call yourself African American, but don't even know where African American comes from, and just walk up and down proud as a fool, man.
Right.
That makes zero sense, man. At all. How can you be African American when the term African American was invented in the 1980s?
Right.
Right. And the word African, it comes from another white man named Leo Scipio's Africanus, right, who conquered Hannibal during the Second Punic Wars,
Right.
at the Battle of Carthage, man, right, and eventually that whole land, right, of northern Africa, that whole entire continent was named Africa, man,
Right.
after a so-called white man, man. Right, and another so-called white man, Amerigo Vespucci, man, and we not taking on the customs, right, and heritage, man, of the so-called white man,
Right.
and calling us American, man, after this damn devil, man, who did nothing but rape, robbed, and steal from us, man.
Right.
And strip our heritage, man. And now our people are walking around and calling themselves black, man. Right, and proud as hell, man. And not knowing what the hell is going on, man. Right, you know? So,
For we are but of yesterday and know nothing, because our days upon earth are a shadow.
hey, you know?
Shall not they teach thee?
So what?
Shall not they teach thee?
Right, the days of old, man, are going to teach us, man, and going into the history, man. And we were literally just going into, right, our scholars, right, our teachers, our teaching priests, man, and our forefathers, man, right? Literally, man, where our people don't know what the hell is going on, man, and asking them a simple question, right, such as what is your nationality, your race, man, all men they get confounded, man, and think that just because they have a little bit of knowledge, man, right, they get pumped up, man, right? Give me the book, right, Shalak, right? Give me the book, right? Deuteronomy 32:7,
Done.
right? Right, give me the book of 1 Corinthians. Right, chapter 1, right, start at verse number 22. Right, give me the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 13, and verse 8. Come on, bring that up.
1 Corinthians chapter 1 and verse 22.
Right.
For the Jews require a sign,
Right?
and the Greeks seek after wisdom.
And the what?
When the Greeks seek after wisdom.
Right, and the Greeks seek after wisdom, man. And you have a lot of our people, man, right, in that so-called a Greek mentality, man, right, as seeking up all the so-called wisdom of this world, man, right, but can't even deal and answer simple, basic questions, man, right, who can't even, right, pinpoint where the hell did they even come from, man?
Right.
Because no real African, man, says that I'm black and then says that I'm African American, man.
Right.
Right. And a true African man will give you the so-called the country, right, the city,
tribe.
right, the so-called land, right, the so-called tribe that's dissected amongst these different countries and lands, man. Right. Right, so our people, man, who are in a Greek mind state, man, seek after wisdom, man, right, with no understanding, man, right, but of proud, man, right, you know?
But we preach Yahushua crucified.
But we what?
But we preach Yahushua crucified.
Right, we preach, man, right, Yahushua, man, crucified, man, right, for us, man, right, for our nation, man, right, because man, again, man, a sees the damn color, man, right, a color has nothing to do with who you are in the scriptures, man.
That's right.
Right, and then right, the brother, man, is calling brothers white, man. Right, when clearly, man, and no one that I've seen is actually white, man. Right. No one that I've actually seen, man, is actually black, man. Right. But you have men that have a different type of melanin. Right, you have darker brothers that have a so-called a hue melanin, man. Right, the hue you get your darker pigmentation from. Right, and then and you have Esau, man, right, who walks up and down, man, that has a so-called a pheno melanin, man, right, which is why his skin so forth is red, man. Right. So we can get into the precepts, right, where the signs of these so-called things, man, and break it down, man. Right. But our people are so bugged out and seeking the wisdom of this world, man. Right. And acquiring all of this knowledge, man. Right. They don't even know what the hell is going on in this thing, man. Right. Read on.
Unto the Jews a stumbling block.
Right, or what?
A stumbling block.
And guess what, man? And this truth, man, is a stumbling block to our people, man.
Right.
They trip up over the small things, man. Right? Don't even understand the curses that our brothers went through, man. Right? The ships, man. Right? That came down. Right, through the Panama Canal, man. Right, where you had the nasty Spaniards, man. Right, coming in, right, amongst Zebulon, right, Asher, right, Naphtali, man. Right, and stealing all of their iron, man. And stealing all of their oil, man. Right, and stealing all of their goods, man. Right. They say that actually. Right, so the Asher, right, that they actually produce the most, right, the top 5 of oil in the whole world, man. Right, and you have Brazil, right? Brazil is actually the so-called #1, right? And 2, right, will be a so-called Saudi Arabia, right? And then right, the rest of it will literally be right, South and Central American, man. Right, so our people are the ones who's been getting literally raped, robbed, and murdered, man. Right, extorted, man. Right, stole all the copper, right, the silver, right, the gold, right, and all the precious resources thereof, man. Right, so all of our people that went through the curses, right, from Judah, right, to Benjamin, to Levi, right, to Ephraim, to Manasseh, to Simeon, right, to Zebulun, to Gad, to Reuben, to Asher, to Issachar, all the way down to Naphtali, man. In these last days, man. Right, precept. Now bring it on.
The brother didn't even know what an Israelite was, but he's ready to tell brothers they're not Israelites.
Exactly, man. Right, a proud, man.
Right.
Don't even know who the Israelites are, right? And don't even know that he will actually be a God's chosen people. Right. The best to ever walk to the face of the earth, man. Right. But you choose to abase yourself so damn low and say that hey, I'm just an African American. Right. I'm just black, man. A damn color, man. Right, and even when you go to the so-called definition of black, man, it's going into everything pertaining to negative or wickedness, right? Right, literally, man. In the 1600s was the definition of sin, man. Right. So why the hell would you want to call yourself black, man? Right, which is literally the base of the base, man. Right, come on, read on, King. Read on. No, come.
Unto the Jews a stumbling block, and unto the Greeks foolishness.
Right, and unto the Greeks foolishness, man. Right, because coming and breaking down the precepts, man. Right, and then the brother scoffing, man. I asked the brother, who is a King James? Where did King James come from, man? See, our people they run with lies, right, fallacies, man. But then when you ask them who the hell was King James, I don't know. Well, where the hell did he rule? Oh, well, I don't know. But he's a so-called homosexual. Something that you got from a damn creek that's bugged out down the street on a bench somewhere. Probably doing God knows what when it's dark, man, and nobody can see him but the Most High, man. Right. And he told you a creepy, nasty, a damn lie, man. Right. Come. Bring us your precept.
On Asher, right?
Come.
Deuteronomy chapter 33 verse 24.
And
of Asher, he said, let Asher be blessed with children, let him be acceptable to his brethren, and let him dip his foot in oil.
And what?
And let him dip his foot in oil.
And let him dip his foot in oil. That's right. Right? And that's why, right? They don't. Where the Spaniards at, man? Right? Finna get on them, man. Right? The nasty Spaniards, man. Came, man. And put Northern Kingdom in chains. In slavery, man. To come and steal, their land and resources, man. And when you look at these so-called governments now, man. It's the so-called Edomites and so-called power, it's the so-called presidents, man. The so-called governors, man. And you rarely see. A so-called, a native in these so-called seats of power, man. As it said, in the book of Psalms, the 83rd chapter, man. They stand taking a crafty counsel against us, man. Rising up, man. And stealing all the damn oil, man. And funds for them, man. Well, and giving it, to the other nasty, creepy, the Edomites, man. Literally a Biden, man. Just signed off, again, man. Just signed off, man. 40 billion, for Ukraine, man. 40 billion for nasty, creepy white dogs, man. That damn, as the elders say, man. The creepy peckerwoods, the creepy rednecks, or as one of the elders' favorite, man. The damn honkies, man. You gotta get on them, man. Through the spread, man. But yeah, man. All of that money, from the gold, the riches, the treasures, stolen, man. Give me that inside man. Chapter 10. And start at verse 7, man. All the gold, man. The lies, man. It's stolen, man. By the so-called white man, man. And given to his people, man. Through his so-called crafty policy, man. His so-called legislation, man. Bring it up.
Book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 7.
You know.
Pride is hateful before Yahweh and man,
Right?
and by both doth one commit iniquity. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom
Because
is
of what?
Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Is what?
It's translated from one people to another.
Hold on now. Hey, the Lord said, man, right? Riches gotten by deceit, man. Right? And what's a deceit, man? Coming up, right? Right with so-called blankets, man. Right? Filled with smallpox, right? Influenza, man. Right, hold on now. Right? Now the brother just wrote a mighty article, man. Right? Hey, this is from the Guardian, right.com. 500 years later, scientists discovered what probably killed the Aztecs, man. Right? Plain upon tape. Right? And we know that it's not probably, man. Right? Hey, we know what happened, man.
Right.
Right? Hey, and how do we know what happened, man? It's because our brothers are speaking Spanish now.
Right.
So how could our brethren, man, right, who spoke the Hebrew, who spoke the Lashwan Kadash, right, come and now all of a sudden, man, speaking Spanish, man, right, now all of a sudden, man, right, they getting down with the so-called Latin holidays, man, right, and getting down, right, with the so-called Hispanic heritage, man, right, which again, the word Hispanic means Hispaniard, man, right, or a property of Spain, man, right, literally, man, a slave of Spain, man, right. So we know, right, what actually killed, right, the Aztecs, man, right, but we're gonna bring it up, right. It says within 5 years, 15 million, 80% of the population were wiped out in an epidemic named, right, Coco, Liz Tilly, man, right, meaning pestilence, man, right, and what was that pestilence, man, right, again, right, coming up with smallpox, man, right, influenza, man, right, and coming up with the so-called nasty bubonic plague, man, right, because the so-called white man is so filthy, so nasty, does not know how to damn clean itself or take a bath or take a shower. They were so filthy that they literally had a damn infestation of damn rats all throughout Europe, man. And guess what? It's still going on right now in Europe, man.
That's right.
It's literally still rats running all around Europe, man. Right, and literally, right, hey, just this week, man, right, seeing a video, man, right, literally, right, a damn Edomite walking up, right, smooth as day, man, 9 rats just come running through into a damn hole, and damn Esau is just walking unfazed, looks at him and just step over him, man, like it's normal, man. Right? Hey, so we know the nature of the so-called white man, a nasty, a brute beast, man, dwelling in caves, man. Right? Give me that, right, in the book of Job, right, chapter 30, and start at verse 5. Right? It says, in 1545, disaster struck Mexico's Aztec nation when people started coming down with high fevers, headaches, and bleeding from the eyes, mouth, and nose. Death generally followed in 3 or 4 days. Damn. Right, check that out, man. Right. So literally, man, our people were living healthy, man, clean, man, in peace, man. Right, and this is just from the pestilence, man, that 80% of the population was struck in, man. Not to mention, man, right, all of the rape, rob, and murder, man, right, that the damn Aztecs came and did, man, right, the French, man, right, the English, man, of our people, man, right, to try to beat them down and get them to speak English, man, right, trying to beat them down, man, right, and get them to speak a so-called Spanish, man, right, trying to beat our people down to get them to speak French, man, right, and to mix up the languages, man, right, which we got a lot of our people who speak Creole, man, right, amongst other things, man, right. It reads, it says within 5 years, hold on now, 5 years, literally 5 years of the so-called nasty white man coming with his blankets, his pestilence, his disease, and his filthy body. Within 5 years, as many as 15
15 people, and an estimated 80% of the population were wiped out in an epidemic. The locals named Coco Listili. The word means pestilence in the Aztec Nahuatl language. Its cause, however, has been questioned for nearly 500 years, man. Right now, hold on now. Right, where are all these so-called questions are coming from, man? Right, and this is only the so-called information, right, that the so-called white man, he teaches you in school, right? The small, minuscule, right, bit of information he may give you a to and fro, man. Right. How much more the things that are not written, man? Right. We see movies like Django, right? Right. A so-called 12 Years a Slave, man. Right. And we see Roots, man. Right. And we even seen, man. Right. Even worse movies, man. Right. But how much more, right? Right, how much more, right, the men, right, that were tortured, right, way worse than being burnt alive, man. Right, how much more, right, our forefathers and foremothers, that were probably damn beaten, man, and then bruised and smitten, man, right, and then had them hooks driven into them, man. Right, how much more, right, because this is just a photo, man, and Lord knows what was happening, man, right, to our sons and daughters, man. In these damn zoos and cages, man, right? And so-called fairs, man, right? It probably was getting beat, right? Raped, right? A damn touched and broke, man, right? And probably getting a damn burned, man, and some more stuff, man. Right? It's madness, man, right? It says on Monday, scientists swept aside smallpox, measles, mumps, and influenza as likely suspects, identifying a typhoid-like enteric fever for which they found DNA evidence on the teeth of a long dead, man. Right, come on. Right, so, hey, check that out, man. Right, now where do all of these so-called diseases come from, man? Right, the so-called smallpox, man. Right, the so-called flu, man. Right. You get that from the so-called white man, man. That's right. And that's why he tries to damn stab you, man, with them scorpion stings, man. Right. Hey, see that, man? Right. Gotta be circumspect, man. Right. When it damn poke you with damn stuff, man, and put stuff in you, man. Right. Why? Because his immune system is weak, man, and deteriorated, man. Right. And full of pollution, man. Right. Bring that up.
Khan. This is the book of Job, chapter 30 and verse 5. Okay, Khan. They were driven forth from among men. Khan. They were driven forth from among men.
Hold on now. So we have it in the Bible, man. The Lord said that the so-called white man, he was driven from among men, man. Right. And you have the history of the old nasty creepy devil in the Bible, man. Right. He said that he was driven from among men. You know.
They cried after them as after a thief.
They did what?
They cried after them as after a thief.
Hold on now. So hey, you gotta picture this, man. Right, because Esau says that men, all men, comes from caves, right, and so-called cavemen. Right, hold on now. So you have the so-called white man driven from among men, right, and they're howling at each other, man. Right, like dogs, man. Right, read that again.
Khan. They were driven forth from among men.
Right.
They cried after them as after a thief.
Right.
To dwell in the cliffs of the valleys.
To do what?
To dwell in the cliffs of the valleys.
Right. To dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, huh? Right. Them in the rocks. Ooh. Right. One to another, man. Right. Hey, and guess what? That's also the spirit, man. Right. Because why do you think Esau, man? He's chiefly the one that's going all out, right? Or when it's something to come to so-called Peter, man. Right. Every time it comes to a so-called animal, man, that Esau, he kind of gets down, man. Yep. Right. Damn, man. It was a so-called video, man. Right. A video day, man. Right. It was a video a while ago, man. Right. You had these Edomites literally dressing up as cows, man, and having other Edomites with them brands, right? Them branding them, right?
God.
Right, and saying, please, right? Please, would you stop eating beef, right? And stop killing the cows, man. Right? And guess what, man? Right? Hey, brothers had a whole steak feast, man. Right? Through the Spirit, man. Right? And guess what? And threw down some land, man. Right? That Esau, like, hey, Esau's a damn fool.
God.
Right? Planning upon tape. Right? Hey, sisters. Right? Hey, sisters. Right? All right, 2 minutes, sisters. Right, real fast.
2 minutes.
Real fast. What's your race? Right? You see that problem, man? Right? Y'all Israelites.
Right.
You gotta repent and keep commandments in these last days, man. Right? Right? And cover up, man. Put dresses on, man.
Cut.
Right, man? Right? Hey, we not, man, out here, man, to get nobody's numbers, man, to be cool, man. Right? But to sincerely, bring you back right to who you are, man. Right? But what the daughters of Zion, they walk a hardy, man, with a stretched forth necks, man. Right? In Isaiah, man, 3:16. Right, we don't?
God. To dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in caves of the earth,
right?
And in the rocks, among the bushes they bray, under the nettles, among the bushes they bray.
Under the bushes they bray, man. Making damn cow noise, right? And making damn strange, weird sounds, man. That men ought not to utter, man. We don't.
God. Among the bushes they brayed,
right?
Under the nettles they were gathered together.
Right, like, you know, you may see a damn blanket, man, right? You might see, whoa, what the hell is going on? It's kind of moving, man. And you kind of lift it up, man. It's a damn gathering of damn raccoons, man. Right? Or like, and you damn open up a trash can, man. Right? And damn New York City, man. And it's a whole damn army of damn rats in there, man.
God.
Right? And that's exactly, man, how our so-called white man was living, stored up in these caves, naked, in the bushes, braying and yelling, man, one to another, making weird, creepy sounds, man. Not bathing and doing God knows what.
God.
Bring it out.
They were children of fools.
They were what?
They were children of fools.
Right, we don't?
Yea, children of base men.
Right? Hey, and it's plain, man. Because even when you look at the so-called white man, the top scientists, the top theologians, these so-called men that put these so-called degrees together, to so-called confound the nation, man. Right? They still get confounded off of the scriptures. Right? The so-called top men, the so-called top scientists can't figure out how the hell did the American economy crash 23% within 1 week. Right? These top men, they can't figure out what the hell is going on. And that's how we know playing upon tables, man. These are base men, man. Children of fools, man. Men with zero understanding, man, and have no idea what's going on, man. All right, read on.
God. They were children of fools. Yea, children of base men.
Right?
They were viler than the earth.
They were what?
They were viler than the earth.
The so-called white man was viler than the earth.
Right.
A vile man and ridden with damn disease, damn fleas, damn ticks on him, man. Right, and all type of atrocity, right, and nastiness inside those nasty blankets, man. Right, that he gave, right, to help exterminate, our people, man. Right, but guess what, man? Right, but Israel is as a sand of the sea, man. Right, and still here, man, and still rising up upon our feet in these last days, man. Right,
brother.
Yeah, and the so-called white man such a damn fool.
Yellow.
Hey, brother.
Hey, brother with the yellow.
Wow. Hey, but quick point: the so-called white man such a fool. He says that the sun is going to freeze over, man. He said, give it 500 more years, bet the sun is going to finally freeze over, like we thought it would, man.
Right.
You know, so the so-called white man says we came from monkeys too, man. We started out as fishes, and now we became who we are over a process of time, man. So you keep listening to the so-called white man if you want to, man.
Right. And look, real fast, man. Give me that in a book, right, of first Corinthians, right, chapter 15, right, and verse number 39, man. Right, because the Most High cuts that, man. Right, and it's also a through, right, a so-called right, the so-called sciences that the so-called white man has, it proves that we don't come from monkeys, man. Right, and if we evolve right from different species, right from an insect, right to a fish, right to a monkey, man, why are they still? These creatures are still here, to this very day, man. Right. Is it like Pokemon, man? You gotta level up and then them evolve, man. Right. Hey, brothers. Right, hey, brothers, 2 minutes, brothers, real fast, brother. Quick question. All praise to the Most High, man. All praise to the Most High, man. So, quick question for y'all, kids, man. Right, real fast. What is your nationality? African American. What you say, King? African American. What you say, King?
You said my what?
What is your nationality? Right, your race.
Girl. What's my race?
Yeah.
Well, if I go by conventional wisdom, I would say black, but I know that's not true.
That's the color.
Yeah, that's the color. I know that's not true. I hear you guys all the time. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to keep it real. I was in prison for 35 years, and I studied all that, okay? I studied the Nation of Islam literature, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. You know about Yaqub and the Grafton and all that. I studied that. Dr. York, them, and some of the different Hebrew Israelites.
Right, brother, but before you get too deep.
I'm not getting deep. I'm letting you know.
Right. I understand, brother. You know, men. They may have a multiple, understandings, right, and may have learned a lot throughout the way and throughout the time, man. Right. But I asked you, what was your nationality? Now, you said black. Now we know that's not true.
I know my nationality is not black.
Exactly, because you get on black pants, but have on brown skin. Exactly. Right. There's no nation, right? No country, right? Right. But the brothers also said African American. Right, and we know that the word African American comes from 2 different white men.
Right.
So how can we be African American? And it was also a term coined right in 1986, right, by Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton. Right. So that means our forefathers, right, they would have been called what? Right in the 70s, Afro Americans. Right, and then before that, right, what? Negro. Right, and then color.
Right.
And then nigga.
Right.
And then what else? Right. Why does our nationality, right, keep changing, right, and we don't know who we are, man, right? That's what is written right here in the scriptures, man, right? It's something called prophecy, man, right? A foretelling of something that is going to come to pass, man. Real fast, give me the book of Isaiah, chapter 55 and verse 11, right? Drop everything. Give me Isaiah 55 and verse 11. Give me Deuteronomy 28, right, and 15, right? If we're gonna show you, right, in 2 minutes, man, right, who you are, man. Right, playing upon tables. I bring that up.
Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 11.
Right.
So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth.
Right, start at verse 10.
Verse 10. Right. For as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven.
Right, and we saw that it rained early. Right, and the rain is still here,
and returneth not thither.
And what?
And returneth not thither.
Right, meaning when you see it rains, right, you don't see the water, it kind of shoot back up. Right after it rains,
but watereth the earth,
right,
and maketh it bring forth and bud,
right,
that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater.
Right,
So shall my word.
So shall what?
So shall my word.
Right, it says, so shall my word. Right,
be that goeth forth out of my mouth.
Right.
It shall not return unto me void.
The Lord said,
it shall not return unto me void.
Right, it meaning what? That the Most High God, that He's not a liar. Right? Right, playing upon tape. Right? So we're gonna read a prophecy, man, and we're gonna see who this fits the whole entire earth, man. Right? Because the Lord said that His word shall not return unto Him void, man. Right? Bring that up.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15.
Right.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Right? So this is a prophecy given by the Most High to Moses. Right? That he's speaking to all the children of Israel. Right? Judah, Judah through Naphtali, man. Speaking to all the children of Israel. Let them know that if the Israelites do not listen, read on.
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
Right?
That all these curses.
That all these what?
That all these curses.
All these good things.
That all these curses.
Right?
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Right, right now, the Lord said that if the Israelites, right, do not keep the commandments, right, and his law, statutes, and commandments, that curses, right, we're going to befall upon them, right? Right? So is a curse a good thing or is it a bad thing? Right, a bad thing, right? Given the book of Isaiah, right, chapter 44, chapter 42 and verse number 22, man. Right, given the book of Jeremiah, chapter 40 and verse 1, man. And because we can go all throughout the scriptures, man, right, to show you that our people were cursed. Right, bring that up. Deuteronomy 20:68.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
Right, so this is one curse in the Bible. Right, read on.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Right now, hold on. Right now, are y'all familiar with the Israelites were doing back in ancient Egypt? Right, somewhat. Right, all right, come on. Give me the book, right, Micah, chapter 6 and verse 4. Right?
Book of Micah, chapter 6, verse 4.
Right,
for I brought thee up out of the land of Egypt.
Right, so the Lord, right, before he's giving us the blessings and curses, right, in Deuteronomy, right, and he said that I brought you, right, the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. Read on.
And redeemed thee out of the house of servants.
And what?
And redeemed thee out of the house of servants.
Read it again.
And redeemed thee out of the house of servants.
Right, he redeemed us, right, out of the house of servants. Right, because the Israelites, right, they were servants, right, to Pharaoh in ancient Egypt.
That's right.
When you read, right, Exodus, the first chapter, right? Right, so what would be another word for being, right, someone's servant? Right, a slave. Right, so for example, right, if your father said, hey, you know what? Hey, I'm gonna go get that belt again, right? What do you think that means? Right, so you know, we have fathers, right, you know, children, right, so if the father says, hey, you know what, I'm gonna go get that belt again, right, what that mean? Right, the belt again. Right.
Oh, get that belt.
Right, oh, hey, I'm gonna get that damn switch, what that mean? Right, hey, I'm finna get a whooping, man. Right, so now, hey, we were servants or slaves in Egypt. Right, so if the Lord is saying that he's gonna bring us back into Egypt again, right, it means he's gonna bring us back into what again? Slavery. Right, the same way that we may equate, right, a belt, right, or a switch, right, or a damn flip-flop, man, right, to a whooping, right, that's the same way that Israelites, right, equate going back into Egypt, right, because they were just slaves in Egypt. They were just building up pyramids and pharaohs, pyramids, right, and things and onyx and all these things for Pharaoh inside of Egypt. Right, so,
can I ask you a question?
hold on, Elder, I got you, real fast. How about Deuteronomy 20:68?
I respect everything you say.
Right.
Would you say that our division as a people, right, is the result of not knowing ourselves and not knowing where we come from, like what you're saying?
Absolutely.
And not knowing our roots and not understanding the dynamics of how deep the slavery system was on our psyche? You know, because I listen to you guys and I respect you. I see you all the time. It be different groups though. Right. And a lot of stuff I hear, I do agree with. Right. And I'm not gonna lie, be some things I may disagree with. Right. But the only thing that hurts me as an elder, because I'm 64 years old, the only thing that hurts me is the self-hate that I see amongst us as a people. Right. The young boy told me the other day, right? He said I should split your shit. That's what he told me. And I held it in because my spirit, I still feel like that young man. But reality tells me I'm 64, I'm not that young man. Right. You know, so I held it in. Right. So can you imagine how it feels to be this old and get disrespected by young people you old enough to be their grandfather and stuff? Absolutely. You know? So what you were saying, I was thinking about that, about being lost and shit. You know, it seemed like something is wrong with us. I ain't gonna lie, something wrong. Something happened. Something definitely happened.
And guess what, I'm gonna read that for you in the Holy Bible.
That's right.
Because we just read in Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15 that if the Israelites do not listen, that curses were going to come upon the Israelites. Right. So go back to 68 and then we're going to jump up to verse 54. Right, give me that real fast. Come, bring that up.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 68.
Right, so real fast, right? How did we get here to America? Did we walk here? Did we kind of swim? You said ships, boats. All right, come on, bring that up. So again, the Lord said He's going to bring us back into Egypt, right, and mean slavery again. Read on.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Right, kind of slavery, servitude again. Read on.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
On a bus.
With ships.
On a plane.
With ships.
On a pogo stick.
With ships.
Slave, man, with a big, nasty slave ships, man. Planted upon table.
Right.
Prophesied in the Bible that the Israelites will go into slavery on ships.
That's right.
Right, read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Right, the same way Moses spake it. Read on.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Hey, and guess what? We never seen our homeland ever again, man.
That's right.
Right, that's why we still here to this day in May 2022, right, saying, I'm from Baltimore, I'm from over east, right, or I'm from over west, man, right, or I'm from this so-called hood, man. Right, exactly. Right, come, read on.
And there ye shall be sold.
And what?
And there ye shall be sold.
And there, once we got off those slave ships, we were literally sold, man. Read on.
Unto your enemies.
Unto your who?
Unto your enemies.
Unto your friends.
Unto your enemies.
Right, and who sold us, man? And the so-called white man.
That's right.
So planted upon table, the Lord said that the Israelites, right, would get taken into slavery on slave ships, never see their homeland again, don't know who they are, don't know where they come from, sold to their enemies, right, which is why we had the names, the last names of our enemies, right, English, Dutch, French, read on.
For bondmen,
right, slave men,
and bondwomen,
slave women,
and no man shall buy you.
Right, and no man has came and redeemed us out of the captivity. That's why we still here to this very day.
That's right.
Give me a 54, and I got you.
Con. Verse 54.
Right, and this is to touch on what you were saying, Elder. Right, so hold on now. We got one nation of people, right, sold into slavery on slave ships.
Right.
One nation of people that don't know their homeland.
Right.
This is just one curse that happened to the Israelites. Right?
That's right.
Bring that on in verse 54.
Con. So that the man that is tender among you.
Hold on, read it again.
So that the man that is tender among you.
Hold on, it also said, so that the man that is tender among you, man. Right? Because I know, right, that our forefathers, right, that we had a love, amongst, each other, man. Right? You could walk to a brother, man, right, and ask him, how's he doing? How's your family? Hey, do you need anything, man? Read on.
And very delicate, right?
And very delicate, man. And because we used to be very delicate to each other, man. Right? Never wanted any harm or anything to come to our own people, man. Right? Read on.
His eye.
His what?
His eye.
What?
His eye.
Hold on now. This man who was once tender and delicate and loving to each other, now his eye, read on,
shall be evil toward his brother.
Shall be what?
Shall be evil toward his brother.
Hold on now. Now this man has an evil eye. Take a flight, though, Elder. Take a flight.
Get a flight.
Take a flight. Give him a flight. Right. So now his eye is being evil toward his brother, man. Right. Just like the elder was saying, man.
Right.
You got the young men raising up to the elder man. Hey, we look just alike, man. And we talking about killing each other, man. Fighting each other, man. Beating each other down, man. Robbing each other, man. Right? Hey, but the so-called white man who lied to us, who took everything from us, who comes up with crafty counsels, legislation, right, and all types of evil and manner, man. Right. Literally, raped our foremothers and forefathers, put yokes of iron, put shackles, beat us down in the field, man. Hey, we give them no smoke, man. But as soon as the smallest inkling, man, right, the damn small damn look or glance, right, it let our brother, man, a damn look or damn sneeze a wrong way, man. And our people are ready to damn kill each other, man. To go to the damn throat, man. You damn trip, accidentally bump into a brother, man. And you ready to beat him down into a damn pool of blood, man. Right? And just you know what, brother, Swaki, forgive me. You know, my bad. Clean your shoes off, man. Right? Hey, what you need, man? Want some food, some water, man? I'll take care of you, man. Right? Show love, man. Right? But now, right, we have such an evil eye, man, that we ready to try our own people in the foot, man. Right, you know?
And toward the wife of his bosom.
But hold on now. Right? And now, this Israelite man, right? He's going to be evil toward the wife of his bosom, man. Right, having domestic violence issues, man. Right, literally, right, amongst our community, right, we had the highest domestic violence rate amongst blacks and Hispanics, man. Right, literally, man. You know.
And toward the remnant of his children.
Right, hold on now. So this Israelite man, he's gonna have an evil eye, right? He's gonna hate his woman, beat on her, cheat on her, lie to her, man, steal from her, man, abuse her, man. Now he's gonna have children. Right now, what do you think he's gonna do with these children? He's gonna be a good dad, right? He's gonna be at all the baseball games, right, the basketball games, right, the football tryouts. What y'all think is going to happen with this father? Hey, let's see. You know?
Which he shall leave.
Which what?
Which he shall leave.
Hey, which he shall leave.
Bring that up.
Right, now how many of our fathers have left, man? Right? Due to damn drugs, incarceration, man. Right. A damn murdered unjustly, man. Right? A damn robbed. A damn dice game gone wrong, man. Right? A damn shootout, man. Right? A damn gang violence against your own brother, man. Right? Or just upright and being a damn whoremonger, man. Right? Like they had that old song, man. Papa was a Rolling Stone. Wherever he laid his hat was at home, man. Yeah. Right? Moving from damn house to house, man. Right? Having damn babies and then up and damn leaving. Right, hey, who does that sound like? That sound like the white man? That sound like the Chinese man? That sound like the Japanese man? Who that sound like? Hey, the black man, right? Hey, but the Lord, he's not speaking to black people. He's speaking to the Israelites, right? Giving that in Deuteronomy 29:1 precept.
Book of Isaiah. Chapter 3 and verse 4. And I will give children to be their princes, and babes shall rule over them.
And what?
And babes shall rule over them.
And babes shall rule over them. So, read that again for me, King.
And I will give children to be their princes.
Right, and right now we have children, man, and we have the so-called nasty white man who's really a child, a man of spirit, man, right. Who's really a base, low-level fool, man. Right, we now have the creepy damn devil reigning over us, man. Right, as princes, man, you know.
And babes.
And what?
And babes.
Right, and babes, man. And now a young man rising up, you know.
Shall rule over them.
Shall what?
Shall rule over them.
Right, and now we got our youth, man, a damn out of damn order, man. And you can't tell our people a damn thing, man, you know?
And the people shall be oppressed.
Right.
Every one by another.
Right.
And every one by his neighbor.
Right.
The child.
The what?
The child.
What?
The child.
The child, you know?
Shall behave himself proudly against the ancient.
Against the who?
Against the ancient.
And that's proud as hell, man. To come up to an elder that has plethora of years of experience and knowledge and wisdom, right? And tell the elder men of your own nation who look just like you, man, that you're gonna damn split his stuff, man. Right? That's all. Right, we don't? Damn. Yeah.
Shall behave himself proudly against the ancient,
right?
And the base against the honorable,
right? And the base against the honorable, man. Right? Playing upon the table, man. Right? Because we literally have the basis of men, man. Right? Reigning over us, man. Right. Walking up and down proud on stolen land, man. Right. I mean, literally, man. I mean, literally, you got a nasty slave ship. Think of them, all the blood and bones and teeth and damn matter of our forefathers that's probably under these bricks right now, man. Right. Literally, man. Right, literally, a prophet was beating our forefather to death, man, as he laid the damn last brick, had another Israelite dig a hole to bury him, and then told him to keep laying bricks, and you better not miss the mark, man. Right? I mean, literally, man. You have the base of men coming up against the honorable in these last days. Huh?
Right.
Right now, give me the right now. All right, come. Give me the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29 and verse 1. Right, so real fast. Right there again, man. Right, who's going through a band cursing the field, man? Cursing the cities, man. having your young men having no respect for elders, man. Right? I mean, literally, a went into slavery on slave ships, man. Right? I mean, literally having an evil eye towards your own brother who look just like you, man. Right? Because when I see y'all brothers, man, I don't see niggas, man. I don't see black men, man. I don't see African American, man. I see two kings, man, in front of me, man. I see two Israelites, right, standing before me, man. Two mighty men, man. Right. Hey, brother, if you needed anything in righteousness, man, water, food, man. Guess what? Brothers will help you, man. If you needed to come to a place to get learning, to shelter, man. Guess what? Brothers will help you out, right? I mean, literally, man. Right? Because y'all are kings walking upon the earth, man. Right? Y'all are way better than they call black, which is just a color, man. Or African American, which is the name of two different so-called white men. Play upon tape. Right? So bring that up.
God. Deuteronomy chapter 29 and verse 1. These are the words of the covenant, right, which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel. With the children of Israel.
With the who?
With the children of Israel. With the children of Israel.
Right. So again, if all these things happened to the Israelites, right, and all these words were being spoken unto the children of Israel, right, that the children of Israel will be cursed in the city. Right, the children of Israel, right, will go into slavery on slave ships. The children of Israel, right, will literally have evil eyes towards each other, right, to have that so-called black on black, brown on brown crime. Right? All these things happen to the Israelites, right? Then who must we be? Israel. Hold on, brother. You said what? I can't hear you, brother. What about you, brother? Who are we, brother? Come on, brother.
Come on, brother.
Come on, brother. Can't be shy and bashful, brother. Who are we, brother? Playing upon table. All right, give me the book of Romans, chapter 11, right? And verse 1.
Bring it out.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 11, and verse 1.
Right.
I say then, hath God cast away his people? God forbid.
Right.
For I also.
What?
For I also.
What?
For I also. Am an Israelite.
The Lord say.
Am an Israelite.
Again.
Am an Israelite.
Brother.
Am an Israelite. I'm an Israelite.
Gray hoodie.
I'm an Israelite.
Come again.
I'm an Israelite.
Brother, what is your nationality, brother?
Good.
Because you're not black.
Right.
Black is literally a color, man. Right. Of the brother hoodie, man. Right. Hey, we're not African Americans. Right. We're not Afro Americans. We're not niggas.
Right.
We're not colored people.
That's right.
We're not just American descendants of slaves, man. Right. So who are we, brother?
Come on, brother.
Come on, brother.
Come on, brother.
Read it again.
God. I say then,
Right.
hath God cast away his people?
Right. As the Most High God cast away his people. Right. Read.
God forbid.
It mean that hell no, right? That God's people are still here to this very day.
Right.
God's people literally was damn so into slavery, so on oxen box.
Right.
God's people literally had yokes of iron.
Right.
God's people, right, were literally taken into captivity, man.
Right.
Hung on trees, man.
Right.
Hey, damn sold on damn slave ships, man.
Right.
Hey, damn put in damn zoos and cages, man.
Right.
Right. Read.
For I also am an Israelite.
What the Lord say?
For I also am an Israelite.
Read it again.
For I also am an Israelite.
So, brother, one more time, brother. Who are you, brother? Who would you be? We got the drum roll. Come on, brother. Come on, brother. Who are you, brother?
Come on, brother.
Come on, brother.
Right. Get the book of Proverbs, right, to the 30 and verse number 8. Right? Proverbs, chapter 30 and verse 8. Brother, who are you, brother?
Israelite.
Hey, explain, man. Right. I said I'm an Israelite. Right. Turn upon tables, man. Bring that up.
Proverbs chapter 30 and verse 8.
Read
it. Remove forward from me vanity.
31 and 8.
31 and verse 8.
Right.
Read out. Open thy
The
mouth.
Lord said,
Open thy mouth.
Do it again.
Open thy mouth. Open thy mouth. Open thy mouth.
Brother, you gotta open your mouth, man.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, real claim these things, man.
That's right.
Take off the shackles of them of being a damn American, man.
That's right.
Getting down with what the so-called white man called you, man. Hey, he called you a nigga, man. Hey, he called you a damn African American, man.
That's right.
He damn called you a damn black man. He called you a damn American, a damn descendant of slaves, man. A damn ADOS, man. Right. You gotta open your mouth, man, and do what?
Open thy mouth for the dumb in the cause of all such as are appointed to destruction.
Right? And guess what, man? The so-called white man, he's going into destruction these last days, man. Right? And our people who still want to get down, right, and follow his custom and follow his lead, man. They're going to get destroyed and cut down these last days too, man. Right. Come on, so bring that up. 1 Peter 5 and 7.
1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 7.
Right.
Casting all your care upon him,
Right.
for he careth for you. Be sober.
Be what?
Be sober.
Be what?
Be sober.
Be drunk.
Be sober.
Be high.
Be sober.
Hey, brother, you gotta sober up, brother.
Right.
Brother, I can say it, brother. Right? The damn counselors, man, is bearing witness, brother.
Right.
You gotta be sober, man.
Right.
To receive the words of life and instruction, man.
That's right.
To really understand how serious this thing is, man. Right? Because you could have walked up and down, man. Right? Throughout your whole life, man. Right? And at the day of the Lord's wrath and destruction, man. Right? Literally being destroyed for just not knowing who you are. Man. Right? Instead, man, of literally having everlasting life, man. Of seeing the so-called white man's kingdom get thrown down, man, and get beamed up in the chariots, man, with the Most High, right, and the Son Yahushua, man, right, and seeing the destruction and turmoil, man, and not have to feel pain or death anymore, man. And you gotta be sober and understand how real this thing is, man. Right, read on.
Be vigilant.
Be what?
Be vigilant.
Be vigilant, man. Because being drunk, right, and being high, man. Anybody could damn rob you, a damn take advantage of you, man. Especially, man, our people are literally a damn drunk, author philosophy, a damn white Jesus, Christianity, and damn America, man. Right? Because America says that you can do what you want to do, man. Right. And you can have only this amount of weed right now that is legal per time. Right. That way you don't get convicted or thrown into jail, man. Right. Or you could turn up and get as drunk as you want. Drink 50 bottles of Hennessy by yourself, man. And guess what? That's a damn good night, man. Right. But the Lord said, be sober and be vigilant. Read on.
Because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
Right. And Satan, man, is literally, man, looking to them take you down at them every corner, man. That's right. With them, a strange woman, man. Right. A strange doctrines, man. Right, a strange men who come in the so-called form as friends, man. Right, to keep you docile, man. Right, and to keep you in the confusion of this world, man. Right, so you gotta be sober and be vigilant in these last days, man. Right, so playing upon tables with the Israelites, man. Right, and as being the Israelites, right, and we have to keep the Most High's commandments. Right, playing upon tables. Right, give me the book. Right, real fast. Right, give me the book. Actually, no, I'm fast. Give me the book of Revelation, chapter 18, and verse number 21. Right, give me the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, and verse 1. Come. Oh, come. Okay, come. Well, slug. Hey, drop everything, man. Right, give me the book, right, Deuteronomy, chapter 10, and verse 12. Right, give me the book, right, Deuteronomy, chapter 14, and verse number 3. Give me the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 26, and verse number 17. Right, bring that up.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12.
Right?
And now Israel.
And what?
And now Israel.
And now after learning and understanding that you are an Israelite, man. Right, read on.
What does the Lord thy God require of thee?
Right, the Most High God, that he has requirements of his children, man. The same way any father or parent will have a requirement, right, or a so-called standard, right, that they set up for their children, for their household, man. Right, read on.
But to fear the Lord thy God, right, to walk in all his ways.
Right, so you have to fear the Most High, man. Right, and the ways of this world, right, they don't teach you to fear the Lord, man. Right, they tell you that God is just love, and you can do what you want to do, man. Hey, that's damn this creep right here, man. This man tells you, right, you can do what you want to do and freak off and be a homosexual and get high and be bugged out and freak off in the dark at night, man, and do what you want to do, man. Right?
Right.
Hey, but the Most High, our Heavenly Father, he has laws, man, statutes, commandments, and guidelines and ordinances set up for his children, right? And you can't just expect, right, to them stay out all night, right? A damn pop said, "Hey, be home when the street lights come on." Actually, no, be home before the street lights come on, and you damn come home in the middle of the night at 3 in the morning, kick down the door, slam the damn door, and then throwing stuff all over the place, making a mess, man. Hey, any decent father, man, hey, they're gonna jack you up, man, right, and probably beat you down, and hey, or do some worse things, man, right? Because who the hell are you, man, to come up into your father's house, man, and think that you finna just do what you want to do, man? The same way our Heavenly Father, right, guides and governs us, man, right, through law, statutes, and commandments, you know?
And to love him,
right,
and to serve the Lord thy God,
right. So you have to love and serve the Lord thy God, right. But how, right? Do you send the Lord a postcard, right? You kind of send the Most High some chocolates, right? You go to damn UPS, right, on a damn big nasty slip, say please ship this to the third heaven, right, to the Most High, right, sincerely me. And you get a big nasty box of chocolates, man, right, and think you're gonna send it up to the Most High with some damn roses and tulips, man, right? Ain't no, man, right? The Lord is not getting down with damn carnations and damn roses, man, right, you know?
To serve the Lord thy God,
right,
with all thy heart,
right,
and with all thy soul,
right,
to keep the commandments.
To do what?
To keep the commandments.
Do what you want to do.
To keep the commandments.
Right, hey, this is how you truly love and serve the Most High, man, by keeping His commandments, man. Right. Because the word love is actually an action, right? Meaning that you have to take a physical, right, step forward, right? I can't tell, right, in my woman I love her, but then every 5 seconds I'm then beating on her, man, right. I'm then saying, hey, where the hell the damn mac and cheese at, and damn knocking all over the pans and stuff, man, right? Hey, if I told someone I love them, but was them kicking them and beating them down all day, they're like, what the hell, man? Right? Hey, but you have to show a true action by keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Right. So I'm gonna give you a few commandments right before you walk off. Bring that up.
Deuteronomy chapter 26 and verse 17.
Read.
Thou hast avouched the Lord this day,
right,
to be thy God, and to walk in His ways.
Right. I mean, what? There are people, and we claim the Most High God Yahweh, man, our God, our power, man. And we avouched it, man. Right. Our forefathers have claimed it and set it on the high, man, that the Most High God, whose name is Yahweh, that He's our God, man. Right, read on.
And to keep His statutes and His commandments,
right,
and His judgments,
right,
and to hearken unto His voice,
right.
And the Lord have avouched thee this day.
The Lord say,
and the Lord have avouched thee this day.
So our forefathers, we made the proclamation, man, to call the Most High God Yahweh our God. Right? Hey, we made the proclamation, man, right, to say that we're going to keep the Lord's law, statutes, commandments, man. Right. But this is what the Lord said in return, you know.
To be His peculiar people.
To be what?
To be His peculiar people.
Which is niggas.
To be His peculiar people.
So guess what? The Lord said that we are His peculiar people, man. That we are the church of the Most High, man. Right? A peculiar, I mean, what? Special, right? Set apart, right? A unique, man. Right. Because when you look at everything, at every nation upon the earth, man, who's literally the fastest man upon the earth, man? Hey, Israelite, man. Usain Bolt, right? A so-called Jamaican, right, from the tribe of Benjamin, man. Right? Who is all the so-called top inventors, man? The minds, man, and our people, man. Right? Hey, who built, right? Literally, man. Right? The light poles, man. Right? The stoplight, man. Right? And everything you see thereof, man.
Right.
Literally, our people did that in captivity, man. How much more now, man?
Right.
Hey, who's literally, right? The best cooks, man. Right. The best chefs, man. Hey, our people, man.
That's right.
Hey, who's literally dominate every sport, man. Dominate everything on an academic and a so-called scholastic level, man. They are people, man.
That's right.
Right. So the Lord, he announced it that we are His special people, man. Right. That's why only our people have been judged, man. Only our people, man, have went to captivity, man. Right. Because He's the Lord our God, man, and nothing else, man. Right. This book is literally about you, man. Right. 1st and 2nd Kings, 1st and 2nd Samuel, 1st and 2nd Chronicles, a so-called black men who are Israelites, who look just like you, who sat upon thrones, man, who had their foot up the white man's you know what.
Right.
And damn 2 knees on they damn necks, man. Going crazy, man. Right, read on.
As He hath promised thee, and thou shouldest keep all His commandments.
That thou what?
That thou shouldest keep all His commandments.
Right, that thou shouldest keep all His commandments, man. Right, so let's get some commandments. Give me Deuteronomy 14 and verse number 3.
Deuteronomy chapter 14 and verse 3.
Right.
Thou shalt not eat any abominable thing.
What the Lord said?
Thou shalt not eat any abominable thing.
So one commandment is that we cannot eat any abominable thing. Right? An abomination is something detestable, evil, right? Wicked in the sight of the Most High God. Right. But right now, would you let your children, right, kind of go in the nasty harbor, dig up the damn nasty purple and black water and drink it, man? Right? How about go and dig inside of a garbage disposal, man, right, and kind of just eat them up, man? Right? Hey, that's the same way, right? The Lord, He set up the dietary law for us, man. Right? Because you have certain animals and creatures that were created, right, to be eaten, and you have certain creatures, right, that were created, right, to be cleaners, man. Right? To be a filter system of the earth, man. Right? Jump down to verse number 8.
Verse 8.
Right?
And the swine.
And the what?
And the swine.
One more time.
And the swine.
Right? And the swine. Right? You know what swine is, King? Right? A pig, man. Right? You know?
Because it divideth the hoof.
Right?
Yet cheweth not the cud.
Right? So the pig, it has the characteristics of a clean animal, right? But it cheweth not the cud. You know?
It is unclean unto you.
It is what?
It is unclean unto you.
Right. The pig is unclean unto us, right? Because the pig it cheweth not the cud, meaning that it doesn't properly digest its food, right? Right. So it's also right. It doesn't have any sweat glands, right? So it doesn't sweat, right? And we all know that sweat, right, through your pores is made for you to excrete out toxins, right, waste, right, and amongst things that might be in your body. Right? It's supposed to be a natural filter system, right? But the pig, right, it doesn't sweat. So everything that it eats, right, all the toxin, the poison, right, literally the dead bodies, right, the feces, right. You too, brother, man. Right. We're talking about the swine, right? About the pig, right? The pig, right, it has the characteristic of a clean animal, right? But it doesn't chew the cud, meaning it doesn't break down its food properly, right? And it doesn't have any so-called sweat glands, right? So, like literally, a pig would eat anything. So all the dead bodies, right? The feces, right? The trash, right? The garbage, right? All of that is stored inside of the pig. Right, and all of that toxin and poison, literally, right? I mean, literally, man, right? It's infesting all throughout the pig, right? And you literally, right? Had I was watching a video last week, man, right? Of a pig farm, right? It was a so-called white man, and he had a pig farm, right? And even he himself, he would take these pigs, right, to so-called garbage dumps, right, to eat up all of the nasty trash, man. Right, and said that man should not be eating pig. So you even have the so-called white man saying that man should not be eating pig because of all the poison, right, the toxins, right, and the so-called nasty tapeworms, right. That when man eats pork, right, the tapeworms, right, they go from your kidneys, right, to your heart, right, to your foot, and then eventually it shoot up to your brain, right, and then back into your lungs and kill you, right. So when men eat pork, they literally die with thousands of tapeworms in them, right? And that's why the Lord said that ye should not eat it, right? Because it was literally made to be the garbage disposal, right, and cleaning system of the whole entire earth, right? In ancient Europe, man, right? They didn't have a so-called garbage trucks, man, right? The so-called white man would come out, dump all the trash into the middle of the road that he had, and then he'll bring his herd of pigs, right, out to eat up all the damn garbage, man.
Right, God.
Right, and to clean up, and to clean up the roads, man.
God.
Right. That's literally, man, right, the first garbage truck, man. So if you eating pork and you are literally eating a damn garbage, man, right, and feces and dead bodies, man, right, because again, right, and all that poison, it gets pushed out, right, that damn nasty yellow and green pus gets pushed out the pork, right, damn disgusting, and then they wrap it up and damn sell it to you, man, in the stores, man, right, but But they chiefly sell it inside of our so-called communities, man. But when you go to these different stores, right? These so-called Whole Foods, right? And you got lamb bacon, man. And you got beef bacon, man. And you got chicken bacon, man. And you got turkey bacon, man. Now you got all these different cuts of bacon, man, that man never even thought of. Mind blowing, man. But what? But the so-called white man, he tells you to eat pork. He says, put the pork on everything. Get the pork chops with extra damn lard and then extra damn fat back on it, man. Right? But what? But the Lord, he told us not to eat the pork. Plain upon table. All right, read on.
It is unclean unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, nor touch their dead carcass.
Right, so brother, with the fishing pole. Brother, by chance. You eat pork by chance, brother? All the time.
That's why you
walk all right, brother. Right, but do you love God though?
God.
The Most High God. Do you believe in the Bible?
It exists.
Do you believe in it?
It exists. I believe it exists.
Right, brother. Right, so you have books about mermaids, right? But I don't believe, right, but hold on. I don't believe that mermaids exist just because there's a book of mermaids. I'm asking, do you believe in the Bible?
I've read it, and I think I understand what's going on there, but it doesn't come across in terms like, to me, it's just like a matter of belief.
All right, so real fast, what's your nationality? American. Right, okay, American. Right, so you come from a so-called white man named Amerigo Vespucci.
I come from him.
Because literally, right, this landmass, right, was named after Amerigo Vespucci, an Italian map maker who sailed over here and between the 1480s and 1490s. Actually, the first one prior to Christopher Columbus, and actually mapped out the outline of America, which is where you get the term America, where you also get American from, or from a so-called white man named Amerigo Vespucci. So when I ask you your nation or your nationality, I'm asking where do you come from, right? Historically, do you know about China?
I come from this continent.
Okay, brother. All right, give me the book, right, real fast, right? I'm going to show you something. Right now, did your forefathers, right, come here, right, through slavery, or how did your forefathers get here?
Best I can tell, both.
Right through both. Oh, okay, but how?
Best I can tell, first war it came over from Ireland and married a free woman.
Okay, all right, very well. All right, read on. Bring it up. Deuteronomy 28:15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15.
Bring it up.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Right, so real fast, right, you have Moses, right, speaking to Israelites, right, in the wilderness. He's speaking to the Israelites, right, he's giving them prophecy, letting the Israelites know something that's going to come to pass, right, before it happens. Right, now this was written over 4,000 years ago, right, read on.
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
Right, if the Israelites do not listen to God, right, and follow his law, statutes, and commandments, right, read on.
That all these curses.
That all these what?
That all these curses,
right,
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Right, so curses, right, a particular set of curses are going to fit a particular group of people, right? Right, literally, right, now this is prophecy. Right now you said that okay, your forefathers, they came on boats, right, some through slavery, right, and some through marrying a free woman, Right now, let's see if this bearing witness, right, with your spirit and with your people, right? Give me Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68.
Right?
You know.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Right. So now, right? Are you familiar? Because you said you read the Bible. Are you familiar with the Israelites were doing back in ancient Egypt?
Again?
Are you familiar with what the Israelites were doing back in ancient Egypt?
Which time?
In ancient Egypt.
Which they went there multiple times. Which time?
All right, brother. During the time of Exodus.
During the time of Exodus,
Yeah.
they were leaving ancient Egypt. And
Leaving what?
they were leaving ancient Egypt. at the
Doing
time.
what? From what? Why they leave?
Moses wanted to take them to the promised land.
Why?
I mean, like, I don't remember.
I got you,
the verse
brother.
that says
I got you, brother. Give me Deuteronomy 5 and 6.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 5 and verse 6.
Right.
I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
Right, so the reason why Moses, why he brought the Israelites right out of the land of Egypt, read on.
From the house of bondage.
From the what?
From the house of bondage.
Read it again.
From the house of bondage.
Right, because they were in bondage, right? They were in slavery. The Israelites were in slavery, right, during ancient Egypt, right? Which is why, right, the Lord had to send, right, his servant Moses, right, and his prophet Aaron, right, to redeem the children of Israel, right, out of Egypt. Because our people were.
But what is
Hold on, brother.
Well, I'm asking you. I want to ask a question. What does slavery of the Israelites in Egypt mean in terms of that individual group of people? Like, were they literally in bondage? Because we don't have any history of a mass exodus of a group of foreigners.
We have plenty of.
Egypt.
Give me
But
the give me the
if you're to say that they
Bible
were
page
slaves
109.
and
There's
beyond
plenty
slavery,
of
the word.
brother. There's plenty of history. Plenty of history. Right. There's still right testaments right of the pyramids during the 18th dynasty. Right. During the reign of Thutmose III, you can see the walls right of where the Israelites were actually in Egypt. Right, and also in bonds, right, during Ramses II. Right, so it's actually